Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. I'm always excited. We're making chorizo egg burritos, and it's going to be delicious today. But I want to let you know about a product. Somebody reached out to me and they asked me, because my kitchen is a little dark and my home's a little bit older, so to redo all my lighting, it would be a lot. And they reached out to me. The company is ASOKO, and it's an LED under cabinet lighting. I want to show you how awesome. It was in a box this size, which is kind of cool. And I'm like, hey, sure, I'll try it. But, you know, I wanted to make sure it worked first before I did try it. So on my last video, when I did the bell peppers, I actually used the lighting because me and my husband wanted to see if it really enhanced my lighting for me here in the kitchen, me cooking. And it did. So I'm very pleased to say that I'm happy to show these lights. They're beautiful. So this is really easy. It came with some magnets, and I have some here where you stick them to the top of your cabinet where you want it to be. Also, it came with an LED, that's how you charge it, cord. It's really simple. So it's in off mode right now. There's 3 modes. It's off, on, and auto. Auto is kind of cool. I like that. We're going to show you auto at the end, but this is how the light looks. And it really goes underneath your cabinet. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put it underneath the cabinet, and it's very easy. And it just sticks. Like I said, we used it last week and we were really pleased to see how it lighted my countertop space up. So this is a wonderful light. So this auto mode will go into dormant. It's a very touchy sensor. I give to where my camera is sitting, and all of a sudden this light turns on. This is a really amazing product. So I'm really super excited to let you all see. Okay, so I'm also going to put in my description box a link so that if you would like to order them, that you may order them and they'll give you a 15% discount off your order. So this is just really a cool light. We're going to show it and we're going to talk a little bit more, but like I said, I'll put everything in the description box. I think that everybody should have one. Me and my husband, we have a computer that sits at the back by our bedroom. So when I go to sit at the computer to look up recipes, I can sit there and not disturb anybody else. Super easy to go ahead and charge. Really super easy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on auto. We're going to turn all our lights off, including our camera light. And I already have it on auto. And then I'm just going to put it right up here. And then we're going to show you how it works. I am super stoked about this product. I would recommend this product to anybody. So what we're going to do is let's make sure I put it on auto. And I walk up to it. Oh, maybe I didn't put it on auto. Maybe I did not. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's in my hand. Once I put it on auto, there it is. That little light is a lot of light for me in my kitchen because my kitchen is dark. I have windows all over the house except for my kitchen, only one little window. So this is how it works. So if I were to move away in time, that will shut off all by itself and it would be a great little light. So like I said, I would encourage everybody to order these lights for yourself. You can go onto the website. I'll put the website and everything and let you be the judge, but you've seen my videos. A couple people had commented maybe I need a little bit more light, and it was so funny. All of a sudden I got some light. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get everything set up and we're going to come cook. But this time when I cook, like last video versus the video before, which I did not have this light, I feel it's an improvement. So I just wanted to show you guys. So we'll be back. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to get started on our chorizo, egg, and 1 potato burrito. It's delicious. We got some good sized tortillas here. I needed to make this. I needed to have some more in my freezer. Days are getting colder here, so my family needs to eat good. This is the brand I use. You can use any brand you like or any brand that your store has. Not all stores have El Mexicano, but I like the queso fresco and El Mexicano, so that's what I use. And it's a beef, there's pork, so you can use whatever you like. Here, I'm going to use one yellow potato, or golden potato, I should say, and I just took and put 3 holes in it. I'm going to put it in my microwave, and I'm just going to hit my potato button and let it go. The reason I use the potato is chorizo's spicy, but let me tell you the wonderful thing about chorizo is chorizo can be very spicy or it can be not so spicy. It really depends on how you cook it and how you were raised to cook it. So I was raised to cook it. We eat it like, sometimes we like it really super hot. But the only problem is now that I'm getting older, oh gosh, I can get some serious heartburn. So the reason I use the potato is I don't get a heartburn. And then also how you cool it down as far as heat goes is how many eggs. You can take this nice piece of chorizo that is very hot, and you can calm it with eggs. Like today I'm going to make one because I'm showing you guys. I have 2. I broke 2 eggs. I cracked them when I got my eggs out, so I put them automatically in my container. So I'm going to use 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. A good way to do it would be use 9 eggs. Typically, I would use only probably about 7, but I'm going to use 9 because sometimes you have to teach people that flavor is where it's at, not just spice. So I believe it's flavor, and that's how I cook. So I'm going to turn my my induction ware on, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a hot pot and drop my heat to about 350 right now. See how hot it starts to simmer? And then what I'm going to do is mix it up as soon as it starts. Okay, so we're good there. Potatoes in. And then what I'll do with the potato, as soon as it's done, I'm going to go ahead and take the skin off of it and just kind of do a rough chop so I can chop it into my chorizo. Okay, and you can say chorizo or chorizo. Depends. It's like tomato, or how much you want to roll your R's. And that's how you do it. Okay, I'm going to drop mine just a little bit more, 300. I've already got a good sizzle. What's going to happen with the chorizo is it's going to kind of get like liquidy on the bottom. And it's just such a good flavoring agent. It's so good. I grew up eating this. My dad would make it for breakfast. Oh my God, my mom loved this. And then we would always have potatoes and beans, pinto beans, but we would make them refried. But we're big bean eaters in my family. And we're just going to go like that. And I don't know why I'm cracking my eggs all weird like that. That's normally not how I crack eggs. I get crazy and crack them hard. Okay. Well, clean my counter up. Don't want any of my little egg on there. So I got a good bleach towel. You know me, it's a bleach towel. Okay, now that we got this, okay, it's starting to sizzle. Now you see how the liquid, it's gonna get a lot thinner. It's not gonna be that nice little chunk. Good Lord, talk about smell vision. This is smelling so delicious. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to break up my eggs and stir. Wanted to let you know this is a fantastic flavoring agent. I want to tell you, if you have a dish and you want to experiment, you would take probably about a big tablespoon, that easy, just a tablespoon. Put it in your beans, like say you like pinto beans. Put a little bit in your pinto beans and see how it changes. You know, they sell ranch beans at the store. You know, when I make ranch beans, I don't have to buy a can anymore because I always have beans on hand and I have a very big freezer. So what I do is I just make my pintos, and then I can make ranch beans. I can make refried beans, and this chorizo flavors everything. This is good stuff. And like I said, here it's really spicy. It'll probably give you heartburn. You go ahead, put these eggs in, and it's not going to give you heartburn. It shouldn't. And if it did, you're going to say, this is so delicious. It's worth every little piece of heartburn I get. But like I said, now that I'm getting older, sometimes I will get heartburn. Weird things though. Chorizo and watermelon. Sometimes even cucumbers. Now that I grow my own cucumbers, I don't have heartburn anymore. But there was a point in time when I was buying cucumbers, I had to stop. I just had so much heartburn, and it was just like, oh, it's terrible. But see how nice and liquidy it's getting? It's supposed to be this way. That's why I say you take a tablespoon of this, like even if you were to reserve it now, and you save it, you'd be fine. And this whole chorizo cost me 98 cents. So it's not like you're, paying a lot of money and you're going to experiment. So, oh my gosh, if it doesn't come up, you're going to hate it. You're going to love it. Like I said, if it were still too hot for you, what you want to do is add more egg. I've had people say that they've added the whole 12 eggs to it. Makes a lot of chorizo, and they loved it. We use chorizo for other things too when we're making other dishes. Sometimes I slice them into my chili rellenos. Just a little piece with the Monterey Jack cheese. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But see, this is how it's supposed to look. And then, because my potato will already be done, by the time I put my potato in, it's going to have this one little, flavor in there that's just going to make that potato just make it so good. And it'll make it a little bit thicker too. Let's see, we're going to drop it down just a little bit more to 260. So what we're going to do is just let this liquefy a little bit more. My potato is done. Okay. Oh, you see that? Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. You will love the smell in here. Okay, I'm going to take my potato, I'm going to peel it real fast. And what I'm going to do is just let that continue. Continue. And then what I'm going to do... Okay, here's my beautiful potato. It was that fast. This is easy and fast. And if you buy smaller tortillas or you buy more chorizo, this is something good to put in your freezer. You can freeze these for a while. Okay, and I got my one other pan on because I'm going to heat my tortilla because I don't want my tortilla to break. And I'm just going to put my egg in just like this. And then I'm going to let this all come up and cook. This is absolutely wonderful. Oh, smells in my kitchen are delicioso. Like I said, I grew up eating chorizo and egg and beans and potatoes. My mom cooked all week, except my mom was a nurse, so there were a few years where my mom was always in the hospital, and my dad worked at the car company, General Motors. So my dad worked days and my mom worked nights. So my dad would make dinner sometimes, but normally my mom would have it prepared. So on Saturday, he would cook for her because she cooked, and they both worked. Hard-working mama and papa. So this is one thing where we used to eat. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit more now so that it scrambles faster. And then what I'm going to do is cut up my potato. Just going to rough cut. And then I'm going to drop it in because I'm going to smush it a little bit. Because like I said, the reason I do the potato, less heartburn, a little bit more filling, and it does give it a glorious taste. I don't know, but you guys all know I'm a potato freak. I love potatoes. So I'm going to keep making sure I just stir this in. And you can break the egg up, like if you like your egg smaller, you can break it in as soon as you get a little bit more. But what we're doing is incorporating that chorizo flavor. Oh my gosh, this is just beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is drop my potato. Let me do this. Let me get my counter cleaned off. And then what I'm going to do is just keep mixing and keep beating the potato up. Delicious. So, I encourage people to try this if you've not tried it. Also, all you good cooks out there, man, there's a whole lot of you that we talk and we share recipes and stuff. You know, there's a couple things I didn't know you guys use, like Betty and her buttermilk. I never even saw the can of buttermilk. I don't know why I never saw it. I guess I never looked. I didn't even know how to make buttermilk until she showed me, as that was just something that I wasn't used to. I love buttermilk biscuits and stuff. But I just want to tell you, I didn't know about that. And then when I found out it was that easy, I was like, what? That's crazy. So I thought I'd share the chorizo today because, like I said, it's not only is it good eats for your breakfast, it's a very good flavoring agent. And like I said, how could you pass up 98 cents? Even if you took and cut your chorizo into 2-inch little medallions and put them in a baggie and put them in a freezer, or use your vacuum sealer, tell me that's not a great way to flavor something. I encourage everybody to try. I have a lot of videos out there that I watch. Indian food. Indian food was very spicy. I didn't understand it at first. Now I understand it, and it's like I'm saying, you can start out small and then take it to a whole nother level. So basically, I'm just going to let this sit now that I've got it kind of chopped up. And just go in and just hit your potatoes like that. Because you don't want it to be super, and like I said, it's just, you know, potato-y. You're just drawing up some flavors, and if you're lucky enough to get a couple pieces of potato in it, you'll be happy. So what we're going to do is just let it dry out. That's how you know it's done. Some people like it a little bit on the wetter side. Doesn't matter. I usually wait until mine's nice and dry, and then I pull it off. Okay, I'll tell you another secret too. You see how light my chorizo is? If it was spicier, it would be darker. That's how you know to add more egg after you try it. But I did a neutral because I can eat it really spicy, but like I said, it's sometimes about flavor and spice versus just spice. And that's what I'm all about. It doesn't have to be hot to be delicious. There's only a couple things I like that are hot. Like, I don't like chicken wings. They're too hot for me. I'm a wimp. I tell you. Okay, so we're just going to let this sit. I'm going to get my tortilla toasting. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to plate. And I'm only going to make one for you because I'll go ahead and make the rest and put them in my freezer. I won't bore you with that, but I am going to take a bite because I can make more because I have plenty of stuff to make more. So I have mine on just a little bit medium right here, low medium. Okay. And like I said, I would like to encourage you to try my ASOKO lighting system. It's actually under cabinet lighting, which I really appreciate. And also, it's a dimmable kitchen light. And like I said, it goes right underneath your cabinetry. So I'll put all the links back in, and I would like you to try it if you need lighting. If you don't, you don't. But let me tell you something. You need to try it. And look at my video because, like I said, we're RVers. So for the price they charge, it's a good price because we've bought a few things like that for our RV. When we open our cabinets in our kitchen, we want our cabinets to light up, and in RVs, they don't do that. So we had something like that, but let me tell you, so I know something about those lights, and boy, me cooking right now with this on here is a lot brighter for me. Okay, so this is looking fantastic. I want to thank you for letting me talk about my lighting too. I'm excited though. It feels so nice when you can see. And getting older, you know, it's not as easy as for us to see. Look at this. This looks fantastic. This is done. In my opinion, I'm going to turn it off. And now, tortilla. 1 second more. And it looks great. Fantastic. Now I'm going to take a bite of this because I want to show you how good it is. Like this. And I can tell you what the spice level is. Hot. Super flavorful. That's not spicy at all. But if you think it is right now, if you were to try it, you go in and put 2 to 3 eggs and you would be fine. So I encourage you all to try. Remember, I'm an overstuffer. I'm always overstuffing everything. But I'm going to try and behave myself today and not overstuff. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to scoop. Then what you do is, let me come here like that. So when I roll my tortilla, you guys can see. So you take it, fold it up, grab the meat and everything. Take your tortilla, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. You're more than welcome to use cheese or anything else, but in my opinion, it needs nothing else, and it is delicious. Okay, I tried it with the chorizo because I want to make sure it wasn't too spicy, and I'll show you the pan again so you see what it looks like. Excellent. Remember, even if you were to think it's a little spicy at the beginning, remember you're going to have tortillas, so it'll take some of the spice away. But if you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. And I want to thank all the subscribers, and I want to thank all my friends and that have already subscribed, and all the beautiful people that I share recipes with. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.